Hello dear students, in this session let us discuss Duhamel's principle in the case of heat equation. First let us see why we want Duhamel's principle. Okay, using Duhamel's principle we can actually find the solution of inhomogeneous equation in terms of general solution of homogeneous equation. I repeat, using Duhamel's principle we can find the solution of inhomogeneous equation in terms of general solution of homogeneous equation. Okay, so we can use Duhamel's principle in the case of wave equation, heat equation as well as Laplace equation. For example, if I consider my Euclidean space, Euclidean three-dimensional space, I will denote this by R3, and this R3 represents points x is equal to x1, x2, x3. Okay, if v of x comma t comma tau satisfy for each tau, fixed tau, in the PDE may be heat equation or wave equation or heat equation with respect to their boundary conditions. Boundary condition. Okay, say if I consider v of x comma 0 comma tau is equal to 0 and vt of x comma 0 comma tau is equal to f of x comma tau. This f of x comma tau actually represents continuous function. Continuous function which is defined for x in R3 space, and this is defining for v, and if u satisfies u of x comma t is equal to integral over 0 to t v of x comma t minus tau comma tau into d tau, then we can say that Duhamel's principle is verified. This is nothing but convolution theorem. Convolution theorem. So basically what we will do in Duhamel's principle, we will find the solution of an inhomogeneous equation in terms of general equation or general solution of homogeneous equation. So if I consider heat equation, I can apply Duhamel's principle for my heat equation in terms of variable separable method, or I can use Laplace transform method. Laplace transform method. Okay, now I will solve your heat equation using Duhamel's principle by applying Laplace transform method. Okay, now let's go to the problem and let's find out the solution of heat equation using Laplace transform method, that is Duhamel's principle. So equation 1 is my problem, that is a diffusion equation. Here alpha value is 1. Okay, so dou u by dou t is equal to dou square u by dou x square. This is my initial condition, u of x comma 0 is 0, and this is boundary condition. First what I will do is I will apply Laplace transform to my equation 1 on both sides with respect to t. before we were applying Fourier transform with respect to x, but Laplace transform we are applying with respect to t. So that t changes to s now. Okay. So here you can observe I have written the formula. Laplace transform of dou u by dou t is s into u of x comma s minus u of x comma 0. From my initial condition, this u of x comma 0 is 0. So in the left hand side, I will get s into u of x comma s, which is equal to, since I am applying with respect to t, here I will get dou square by dou x square into u of x comma s. Okay. I can rewrite this equation as dou square by dou x square into u of x comma s minus s into u of x comma s is equal to 0. Again, now what I will do, I will choose auxiliary equation concept. So I can write this as m square minus s is equal to 0. So roots of m are m is equal to plus or minus root s. Now what I should do, I should write solution using this roots. So u of x comma s will be equal to a of s into e power root s into x plus b of s into e power minus root s into x. I will call this as equation number 5. Now my job is to find out the constants value, that is a of s and b of s. How can I find these two values? Using my boundary conditions I can find out. Correct? Before that what I should do, I should apply Laplace transform on both sides of my boundary conditions. Okay, if I apply Laplace transform, what I will get? Laplace transform of u of 0 comma t is equal to Laplace transform of 0. If I apply Laplace transform to this, I will get u of 0 comma s, and Laplace transform of 0 is 0 itself. So now apply this in your equation number 5. X is 0, exponential power 0 is 1, and here also I will get 1. So you will get 0 is equal to a of s plus b of s. That means a of s is equal to minus b of s. Using another condition, I can find one more unknown. So another boundary condition is Laplace of u of 1 comma t is equal to Laplace of f of t. So I will get u of 1 comma s is equal to f of s. Now substitute this in your equation number 5. In the place of x you have to substitute 1, correct? So you will get f of s is equal to, I will use this in equation number 5 now. So I can write a of s into e power root s minus a of s into e power minus root s. A of s is common. So e power root s minus e power minus root s. This is equal to f of s. So what I will get? A of s is equal to f of s by e power root s minus e power minus root s. Since a of s is equal to minus b of s, I will get b of s as minus f of s divided by e power root s minus e power minus root s. So I got unknown values. Substitute these values in your equation number 5. I have substituted a of s and b of s values in your equation number 5, and then you can take common terms outside, that is f of s by e power root s minus e power minus root s. If you take this outside, you will get these terms. So for further simplification, what I have done is I have multiplied and divided by 2. So I can write this term as f of s by e power root s minus e power minus root s whole divided by 2 into e power root s into x minus e power minus root s into x divided by 2. So using trigonometric functions, this is nothing but, how can I express this term? F of s by sine hyperbolic root s into sine hyperbolic root s into x. You can express this as sine hyperbolic root s into x, and you can express this term as sine hyperbolic root s. So now you got the value of u of x comma s. Since I have to show that my heat equation is satisfying convolution theorem, after this step I am introducing a simple problem, that is the PDE of the simple problem is dou omega by dou t is equal to dou square omega by dou t square with initial condition omega of x comma 0 is equal to 0 and boundary conditions are omega of 0 comma t is equal to 0, omega of 1 comma t is equal to 1. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to find out the solution for this simple problem, and I should connect this solution with the initial problem, and I have to show that those two solutions can satisfy my convolution theorem. Okay, that is nothing but our Duhamel's principle. So now let's find the solution for this, again using Laplace transform on both sides with respect to t. This is x. With respect to t, what I will get? I should apply Laplace dou omega by dou t is equal to Laplace of dou square omega by dou x square. Using similar procedure, I will get omega of x comma s minus s into, okay, this is dou square omega by dou x square. S into omega of x comma s is equal to 0. So now you apply auxiliary equation, that is m square minus s is equal to 0. You will get m is equal to plus or minus root s. The solution will be, now I will use some other constant, say c of s plus d of s into e power minus root s into x. So similarly I should use this boundary conditions, and I have to find out the value of this unknown constants. Okay, let's do that. Here I have used your equation number 12. So if you apply Laplace transform on both sides, you will get omega of 0 comma s is equal to 0. Now apply this in your equation number 14. You will get c of s plus d of s is equal to 0. That is nothing but c of s minus is equal to minus d of s. So now I will use your equation number 13, and I will find out any one of these two, that is c of s or d of s. If you apply Laplace transform this, you will get the omega of capital omega of 1 comma s is equal to, what is Laplace transform of 1? It is 1 over s. So initially when I consider the heat equation, in my boundary condition it was u of 1 comma t is f of t. Don't get confused with this and the problem which we have considered here. Since I am considering a simple problem, I have taken this is equal to 1. This is a inhomogeneous type, but I have considered the homogeneous, that is general solution of the homogeneous equation. Okay. So if you apply this in your solution, what you will get? This is what you will get. So again what I will do is I will divide and multiply by 2 for my simplification, for simplicity. So what I will get? I will get 1 over 2s as it is. Using hyperbolic function, this is nothing but sine hyperbolic root s into x. Oh sorry, I have to apply x is equal to 1, right? I will get sine hyperbolic root s. This is my c of s. So d of s will be minus 1 over 2s into sine hyperbolic root s. Now substitute c of s and d of s in your solution. Okay, you will get omega of x comma s is equal to 1 over 2s into sine hyperbolic root s into e power root sx minus 1 over 2s into sine hyperbolic root s into e power minus root s into x. So I can take out common terms outside. 1 over 2s into sine hyperbolic root s into e power root sx minus e power minus root s into x. What I can do now, I will multiply and divide by 2. So this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. You will get 1 over s into sine hyperbolic root s into sine hyperbolic root s into x. Correct? So omega of x comma s is sine hyperbolic root s into x by s into sine hyperbolic root s. Now if you compare your u of x comma s solution with omega of x comma s solution, you can observe here, if I multiply 1 over s with this, I will get omega of x comma s. Correct? So I can express my u of x comma s as f of s as it is into omega of x comma s. This is omega of x comma s into s. So I will show here how I have written. F of s is as it is into omega of x comma s is sine hyperbolic root s into x by s into sine hyperbolic root s into s. So if you can cancel s and s. So this is nothing but your u of x comma s. Correct? So using omega of x comma s, I can express my u of x comma s. Now you got the solution in terms of x and s. Now what I should do, I should find the solution in terms of x and t. For that what I have to do, I should apply inverse Laplace transform to this equation. So if I apply inverse Laplace transform, if I apply inverse here, I will get u of x comma t into Laplace inverse of Laplace of f of x is f of s. Okay. Sorry, f of t is f of s. So I am applying Laplace inverse to f of s means I can write this as Laplace inverse of Laplace of f of t into Laplace of, this is how you will get, this is Laplace of dou omega by dou t of x comma t. This whole term, consider this whole term. Okay, so I can write this term as Laplace inverse of dou omega by dou t into x comma t. This is nothing but Laplace inverse of f of t into Laplace of dou omega by dou t of x comma t. So using convolution theorem, I have given in the beginning of wave equation itself, using convolution theorem, I can write this whole term as u of x comma t is equal to integral over 0 to t f of tau into dou omega by dou t of x comma t minus tau into d tau. This is nothing but my final solution for the given heat equation using Duhamel's principle. Thank you.